To ensure your internet connection is not interrupted during power outages, it is important for your network provider to have backup power systems in place as well as your local equipment. This is where the mini UPS comes in handy. With a storage capacity of 8,800 mAh, ports for USB, PoE and DC output, voltage selectors, and smart microprocessor controllers to guarantee reliability. The Micro UPS is the perfect device to keep your equipment powered for up to stage 4 load shedding or 8 hours of power loss a day. The mini So a lot of our wireless connection setups will vary in shapes and sizes in terms of what's been put in. Very often to none, this is what a general situation will be looking like when it comes to equipment that's in your home. We'll be looking at an uplink cable that comes from your antenna outside. The majority will be black in color with a red boot. That will be plugging into a converter of some sort. This converter will have its own power supply that comes from your power point, along with a LAN cable that plugs into your wireless router. Along with that, your wireless router will also have its own power supply cable, most likely coming from the same power point. In order to install a UPS successfully and correctly, we'll first have our power cable that comes with the UPS plugged into the UPS itself. So we will insert the power cable into the UPS. This one, as an example, is labeled input. We will just match the shape and plug that into our power point. Thereafter, we will disconnect the power supply that is connecting to the converter and store that power supply elsewhere. Once disconnected, we will disconnect the cable linking the Wi-Fi router to the converter and at the same time disconnect our uplink. This as well will be stored elsewhere. Thereafter, we'll also disconnect our power supply for our Wi-Fi router and store that elsewhere as well. Once that's completed, we will install the UPS. So we will then plug in our uplink cable into the PoE port of the UPS. Thereafter, we will also be linking the UPS to the Wi-Fi router with a standard LAN cable. The majority of Wi-Fi routers that are purchased will have a LAN cable that comes along with it. We'll connect the other end into our Wi-Fi router in the same internet hole that had our uplink converter cable plugged into it. Once completed, we'll finally install a splitter cable into the UPS that will be placed into the output port of the UPS. And thereafter plugged into our Wi-Fi router. Please be advised that the voltage selectors must be toggled to the correct output required by your device. In most cases, the selector near the LAN port should be set to 24 volts, but the selector near the output port should be adjusted if necessary to match what your device requires. Once done and the UPS is turned on, both your antenna as well as your Wi-Fi router will be powered and internet will be restored. The mini UPS is best suited for backup power supply for your Wi-Fi router, your local dish internet receiver, and even small electronic devices such as mobile phones. It is not suitable for powering larger devices such as televisions, computers, laptops, or gaming consoles. The built-in lithium-ion batteries have a long lifespan and should be capable of charging and discharging for years to come.